Ladies and shy virgins, Andy here, day 202 of the Inner Winner Show. I'm here with my guest, Mrs. Imogen.
Mm-hmm. Hi.
And I tried to get you to do the intro for this podcast, and you flat out refused. You said, no, fuck yourself, you ginger cunt.
Didn't say that.
I'm not going to do the intro for this one.
Didn't say
Can you
that.
explain to the audience what your hesitation, like tell us the story there. Why did you not want to do this introduction? Why do you never want to do introductions for these? Put you on the spot, but what's going on? Tell us your thought process, and we'll try and fix you live on air right now.
Well, I'm happy to do normal intros, but the part that was the issue was that you asked me to do a particularly aggressive.
Hey,
Intro.
no, that's salacious lies, madam. I said no such thing. I said do a nice intro for this podcast.
And asked
And
me
the-
to say something crass or inappropriate.
I did not tell you to say anything crass. I would never tell anyone to say anything crass. Furthermore, I would never have anything crass on this podcast ever.
And
I'm very professional, and this is a very professional setup.
quite often I have a hard time being silly. So.
I'm going to sneeze in like 2 seconds thinking of professional. Bless me. So that is absolutely going to show up in the audio. I'm not even going to try and edit that one out.
Yeah, that was a huge spike.
That was a big, I got a big
on mine
spike in
too.
my graph as well. We today, as a couple, so to finish off the previous thought, yes, fair enough. Okay, I will concede. I did ask you to say ladies and cunts, Imogen here, day, and you refused to do that. So let the record show that you don't want to support me or my endeavors and help me reach my goals.
That's not
We-
true.
We're going to talk about how to kiss a shy or a virgin girl. Initially, I was going to do this one completely by myself. This was like a half-written article that I'd been planning on doing for quite some time. And then you and I started talking about this, and I realized, oh shit, wait, you actually have a lot of experience with this too. Because like half the girls that we've seen, what did we say? We said we've seen like 8 virgin girls at this point.
It's not that many.
It's like 5 virgins.
I'm not counting, but it's
5 virgins and like 3 girls who've had sex with like one guy or like only a couple of times or something.
Sure. Most
it's
of
like-
the girls that we've seen are pretty inexperienced.
Yeah, pretty inexperienced, pretty shy. I've had sex with like 5 virgins now. And so I thought like, I'll bring you on. You were actually a virgin yourself at some point, I've heard. And so I think we'll be able to have a good chat here about how to kiss a shy or a virgin girl. And most of what we're going to talk about applies to really shy girls or girls who are like literally a virgin, even girls who haven't kissed, or maybe girls who've kissed a little bit, or they might have had sex once, but they're like super shy. So it isn't really necessarily about how to kiss confident girls, but they don't have to be virgins. Like lots of girls who've had sex a few times will still be shy, particularly about kissing in public, which is what we're going to talk about a little bit here. So the other caveat that we'll give is when a girl doesn't want to, because we're going to talk about when a girl is like nervous to kiss you, but there's a very big difference between a girl being nervous to kiss you and just flat out like, no, I don't want to kiss you on the first date, or I don't want to kiss you on this date, like having a very hard rule. And figuring out the difference between those two is kind of like, I won't say trial and error, but you do need to get a little bit of experience. So if you're a guy who doesn't have a lot of experience, just err on the side of caution most of the time. I don't need to give you a big fucking rant about consent. You guys are big boys. But if the girl is making it really bloody apparent that she doesn't want to kiss you on the date, and you've tried like, let's say 3 times across the date, you know, you wait like half an hour between attempts or whatever, and she's like just pretty much not going to kiss you at that point, just, you know, just like have a decent rest of the date and then finish up and try again the next date. Yeah, like don't keep pushing forever, because you're just like, you're going to make her uncomfortable. You're making yourself uncomfortable. It doesn't feel good getting rejected like 15 times.
Yeah.
More power to you if you do that and then end up kissing her. But at that point, it's like, you're just better off like waiting till the next date. Like there's nothing wrong with waiting till the next date. I think that guys we tend to at the start, when you don't have a lot of experience, you have very much this mindset of like scarcity. Like if I don't kiss her tonight, I need to lock her in. If I don't do it tonight, she won't see me again. It's like, just kind of relax a little bit. I promise if she had a good date with you, she'll see you next time. You have plenty of chances to kiss her next time.
Yeah, I think sometimes, particularly if we are talking really shy girls, that's probably trying to be more pushy can probably scare them off. They're like,
and don't get in your head and be neurotic about like, what if I scare her off? What if I don't stress about that stuff too much. But yeah, it is worth pointing out what you said about, I know I just cut you off there, but you made a good point. Like, think of it from her point of view. A lot of the time, it isn't that she doesn't want to kiss you. She's fucking shy.
Yeah, I think the fact that, like, if she's on a date with you, there's like a baseline level of attraction.
Yes, and it was Good Looking Loser who first drilled that into me. And I was like, man, I can't believe I'd never thought of this before. If a girl is on a date with you, she already likes you.
That's probably like the biggest hurdle to get to, like, past.
Yeah. And it's worth kind of relaxing a little bit. Like, and I know it's hard to do, but trying to let go of this like scarcity mindset or this anxiety or this like pressure that you put on yourself of like, I have to kiss her, I have to fuck her, oh my God. Like, it's like, relax a little bit. Remember that she's on a date. This isn't an interview. You don't have to do an amazing job. Take some of the pressure off yourself and remind yourself, she's on this date with me. She already likes me. She said yes. She literally took time to get dressed, to doll herself up, to make herself pretty, come all the way out to hang out with you. She's obviously into you, or she wouldn't be there. So those caveats. I feel like I'm going to sneeze again. We'll talk mostly about like virgins and super shy girls. And the thing that I've found more than anything is like being patient works above all else. And being persistent, but persistent in like a patient way. Like, I'm on the same team as you. And the way that I always did that was, if I had a girl who I knew was a virgin, or it was clear that she was inexperienced, or I got those vibes from her, like she's super shy, nervous about kissing, nervous about just even being on the date with me, like that kind of stuff. Instead of looking at it as this combative, battle where I'm trying to get a kiss from her, or I'm trying to make her kiss me, or I want to have sex and she's the one standing in my way, I would remind myself, she's super nervous. She's on this date, so she obviously wants to kiss me eventually. We're kind of on the same team here. We're actually moving towards the same goal. We both want to kiss each other. We both want to have sex. We both want to fuck each other's brains out. She's just nervous right now and she's scared. And so if I would put myself in that, or if I could put myself in that mindset of we're on the same team and we're working towards the same goal, I would then look at it not in terms of like, I have to beat her, or I have to make her kiss me, or I have to like get past her resistance or whatever. I would start thinking like, how can we have a win? How can we both have a win here? How can I help her? She wants to kiss me. How can I help her with that? And so I would start looking at her nervousness as a problem that I could help her solve. I could help her overcome. And we're going to go through a few different like techniques and stuff that I did and that, we do now as well. But putting yourself in that mindset of we're on the same team here. She wants to kiss me. She's just really fucking nervous and maybe terrified. Maybe she's worried she'll do a bad job. Maybe she has no idea what to expect. Maybe she's worried that like you'll kiss her and not like it and you'll dump her, or, you won't go on a second date with her or whatever. Thinking that you're in the same team or you're on the same team and moving towards that goal together, that makes this stuff a lot easier, because it will also mean that you'll be a lot more patient too.
Yeah, I think essentially to agree, I think it's far more effective to be working towards just having a nice time together.
Yeah.
And like, obviously that's easier said than done. Like, it's, if you have a goal, it's very easy to kind of get like focused on that and forget that like that's actually another person that has like their own.
And when you say a goal, you mean, the goal of getting laid.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think kind of to some of what you said, a big point is to like try to and be empathetic, like understand it from her perspective that like she's just nervous and mainly just nervous, self-conscious.
And again, we're talking specifically about virgins or really shy girls. We're not talking about like the average girl who has a bit of confidence and, like a normal dating situation where she's just like, no, I'm not ready to kiss yet, or she's, whatever. We're talking specifically about virgin or chicks are virgins, or they don't have a lot of experience, or they're like really shy, like closed off, really nervous to be on the date with you, those kind of girls, yeah. Empathy goes a long way. And I made this point because when I was working on my sex life and getting decent at getting laid and stuff, early on, I dated a lot of Asian girls, a lot of Asian girls. I was just really attracted to them. It was easy to go on dates with them. They seemed to respond really well to me hitting on them in person in particular. And so I ended up on a lot of dates with Asian girls. And you have no idea how gratitude is the right word, how grateful so many of them were that I was able to empathize with them and say no, I get that you're shy and that's fine. We'll take our time. I don't, it's fine if you're nervous about kissing. They would cling on to me figuratively and literally and really be like super appreciative of the fact that I was patient and that I was empathetic and that I didn't expect them to, it was okay if I tried to kiss them or whatever. And they were just like, I'm sorry, I'm shy. Like, and again, we're talking about shy and virgin girls.
Yeah.
Not you getting rejected for a normal kiss, like on a normal date. This is a very particular set of circumstances, like with very shy girls. You were saying?
I forgot it now. I think that what goes like very much appreciated, because I think in your particular example, like shy Asian girls, they tend to be more submissive.
Yeah.
Have a harder time saying no. I think a big point of worry can come from like, what if he tries to get me to do something that I want to do? What if I can't say no? What if I feel pressured? But I think when you kind of reassure them that you won't do that and you're going to give them time, particularly because I know like...
And okay, you finish your sentence and then I'll add in. Yeah, you keep going. No, go.
Particularly because more conservative, you know, if you're from a more conservative background, you might want to wait on that sort of thing. I think just showing them that you're not going to force them into something can, go a hell of a long way. Like you said, they're grateful for that.
Yeah, and now the way you do that, to be clear, because, you know, a lot of guys will listen to you saying that and they'll be like, well, that sounds like faggy as hell. Why do I have to like stress about consent? Why do I have to like do this? That sounds like effort. We're not talking about effort. It's like you try and kiss her, she turns her cheek or whatever, she just says like, I'm sorry, I'm shy. And all you got to do is just be like, no, that's cool. And then like keep walking around with her for a little bit. Like keep hanging out on the date for another like 20 minutes before you try again. Like that's it. You don't have to do anything amazing. You don't have to have this big long conversation about like, look, I'm never going to push you to do something you don't want to do. Like you don't have to do any of that. You literally just, you know, go for the kiss. She says no. You're like, yeah, no, it's cool. And then you keep hanging out. Like that's it. So I guess in terms of like things you can actually do, these are things that I would do. And for the most part, we're talking about kissing in public. But I would also do this like at home, like in my apartment. So it doesn't really matter where. So if you're trying to kiss a girl, she's super shy or whatever. Maybe she turns her cheek or she just says, you know, I'm shy, I'm sorry, or I'm not ready. If they don't say anything, like if they just turn their cheek, I would always say like, oh, you're a bit shy. Like you just bring it up, super casual, like don't make a big deal of it. But I definitely would say something rather than nothing. I wouldn't just try and kiss her and then say nothing because now she's going to feel super awkward.
Yeah.
If you leave it awkward, she's going to be like, fuck, he doesn't like me or he's going to think that I'm annoying or, you know, what if he gets bored of me or I wish I could be more sexual like other girls, but I'm just nervous. Like she's going to be in her own head. And then you are going to be in your head as well. You're going to be like, God damn it, like why is she rejecting me? Did I do something wrong? Or like she's standing in my way, like I want to get laid. Why is she being like this? Just bring it up. Just literally say like, oh, you're a bit shy. And then she'll be like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just nervous. Or I've even literally had girls say like, I've never kissed anyone before. And then you can be like, oh shit, okay, no worries. Like, you know, I'll teach you to kiss if you're worried about that. Or you can, you know, have a conversation about it. You don't have to have a big conversation, but I usually like to say like, oh, like, are you nervous about doing a good job? And they'll be like, yeah, of course. Like I've never kissed before. You can kind of talk through that. You can say like, oh, do you want me to teach you how to kiss? And like, you'll find most girls are like, yes, please. Like, I'd really like that. Sometimes it's that you're in public and they're just not comfortable kissing, especially Asian girls. Like Vietnamese girls tend to be really shy. Chinese girls a little bit too, but like, especially Vietnamese girls about kissing in public. Like it's not something they do back home.
Yeah, if PDA is like frowned upon, like
where
they're
sure.
from, then it's like very hard for you to like overcome that cultural like bias.
And again, you don't have to have a big, long, fucking epic conversation about it. You just like talk for like 1 or 2 minutes. Like, oh, you're a bit shy. Like, do you want me to teach you? Are you nervous about kissing? Or do you just not like kissing in public? You know, and eventually she'll say yes to one of the questions you ask, and then you can kind of just talk it through a little bit. You'll be like, oh, that's no worries. Do you want to go somewhere quiet? Or do you want to kiss back in my apartment or something? And I will add the caveat that a lot of times, especially if we're going to talk about Asian girls, but, you know, just girls who are shy in general, they won't be comfortable kissing you in public, but they will absolutely kiss you and have sex with you back at your place. And there is this push from a lot of guys in the getting laid community and just self-improvement communities in general that like you have to kiss a girl on a date. You have to have like, you have to escalate and do kino and you have to like touch her leg and touch her shoulder and brush her hair and, you know, put your hand on her hand and kiss her and grab her hip and all that. You absolutely don't have to do that. Now, I recommend you learn to do some of that stuff just because it does make you more confident. try it for a little bit. But what you're going to find is you'll eventually calibrate and realize like, oh, like not every girl wants to be touched in public. Some of them like don't want you to touch them in public, and they will literally say like, please don't, or they'll get really uncomfortable. And you might be like, oh, fuck, like she mustn't be into me or something. And then you just throw out like a half-hearted like, hey, do you want to go back to my apartment? She'll be like, yes, please. And then you're like, wait, what? And you take her back to your apartment. You guys will have like mad, passionate, fucking kinky sex. And then afterwards you'll be like, hey, how come like you didn't want me to touch you in public? But then we came back here and you fucked my brains out. And she'll just be like, oh, I get really nervous in public. Like I just don't like being touched in public. I feel really self-conscious. I don't know why. I've just never been into that. So there will be a shit ton of girls, like a shitload of girls that won't ever kiss you in public or just won't be comfortable kissing you in public. But if you throw out a casual like, hey, let's go back to my place, they'll be like, yeah, great. And then you take them to you're on your couch, you're on your bed or whatever, and they'll make out with you and have sex. That's why in my Tinder guide, I have a whole paragraph, or a whole section, I should say, on do you need to kiss girls? And like, do you need to touch them? And I said, like, you can if you want to. And I recommend you learn to get decent at it because it does make you more confident. But what you find is like, you don't have to. Like, you can literally just take them back to your apartment. Like, the last, 10 girls that you and I have seen, we haven't done anything in public with them. The last 15 girls we've seen, we haven't even touched them in public. You give them like a little hug when you meet them. That's it. And then you fuck their brains out when you go back home.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it. It's probably a little bit different, like, as a couple and, like...
Yeah, as a couple, you're probably not going to be making out with a girl in public anyway. I mean, you could, but, like, a lot of the girls that we see are a bit shyer and they're just coming to terms with the fact that they're bisexual. Probably not going to be comfortable making out with me, but, like, point that we're getting to is don't stress so much about, like, you don't have to be kissing girls in public. You can if you want to, but bear in mind that a lot will turn the cheek or just, gently like say no, or they'll give you a little peck and then just that's it. Don't take that as a rejection. That isn't necessarily a rejection. Most of the time it isn't a rejection. It's just that she's a bit shy. So a lot of the time, if you do try and kiss a girl in public or like on a date or whatever, and she turns you down, do what I said. Just be like, oh, you're a bit shy, or do you not like kissing in public, or, whatever it is, just have a little chat about it. And then like keep hanging out, and 20 minutes later, be like, hey, do you want to like go back to my place and chill for a bit? You'll find a lot of girls will be like, yeah, that'd be nice. Like, you will be surprised how many girls say yes after turning you down for a kiss. I've lost count of the number of times that's happened. That's why, like, before I met you, I got to a point where I stopped even trying to kiss girls on dates. I just literally stopped it. Again, I'm glad that I learned how to kiss girls on dates and learned how to touch them and learned how to be like, more masculine and more hands-on and all that kind of stuff. But I got to a point where I was just like, yeah, no, I'm cool with just like talking about sex a little bit on the date, because I do like to talk about sex and make it a bit sexual. Just have a little chit-chat about sex and fantasies and kinks and maybe some dating stories and stuff like that. And then I'd just be like, yo, do you want to go back to mine? And then when we got back to mine, I'd make out and touch them. But yeah, there's probably like 30 girls there. I don't know, it might be more, might be less. I wasn't counting. Probably like 30, let's say 30 girls that I had sex with before I met you that I didn't even touch them. And then all the girls that we've seen together, we didn't touch them in public. Yeah. So yeah.
Definitely nothing sexual in public.
Yeah. Yeah. So all of this sort of applies. We'll go over some of the techniques and like techniques. It's more like a fun thing that you can do. A fun way that you can get her to be on the same team with you. Because again, I really want to drill this point home. You're not trying to get her to kiss you. You're not making her kiss you. The best way of framing it is like, she wants to kiss me, otherwise she wouldn't be on this goddamn date with me. I really want to kiss her. How can I help her with that? Like, you got to think of it from her point of view. She's sitting there wanting to kiss you, but she's too nervous or too anxious or too worried, or she has some insecurities, or she has some like things, some hurdles. Poor fucking girl. Like, I literally would think like, I need to do this girl a favor. I feel bad for her. Like, she wants to kiss me. I think that's why so many of the girls were grateful, because I was obviously giving off those vibes of like, let me help you with this. Like, I don't want you to be nervous. Like, I can fix this problem. Let's fix this together. Let's have a win together. And the sex is like a million times better if you go through that as well. Rather than this like pickup artist way of doing it. I know I call pickup artists out all the time, but like let's just say the normal mainstream dating or get laid advice. They'll just say like, you got to just push through. You got to be persistent. Just keep trying, bro. Like, try and kiss her like 30 times. It's like, that's autism, dude. Like, if you try and kiss a girl and 30 times, maybe 30 is an exaggeration. So let's say like 5 times she turns her cheek. And at no point do you say like, oh, hey, like, you a bit shy or something. Do you have fucking autism or something? And that's insulting to anyone who has autism. But like, are you socially inept that you can't even just be like, hey, this is weird that she's turned her cheek 5 times and I'm not even going to address the elephant in the room and just be like, oh, hey, you're shy. I interrupted you again.
I guess I was interrupting. I guess the point is like the more that you do that, the more you kind of create like a combative.
Yeah, it's now a fucking war.
Yeah,
I know,
like,
and
I don't want to, like, and then after a while, it's just like, why does this person keep trying?
Yeah,
like,
this last minute resistance, like you just got to push through the last minute resistance. It's like, why have you just engineered a battle? Why have you just made yourself like David versus Goliath? Why are you like the hero that overcomes her last minute resistance? Like you've just engineered a situation in which you guys are fighting. And you're right. If you were, because I used to do that. I told you I used to like push through last minute resistance. I'm grateful. Grateful is not the right word. I'm glad I never pushed. I knew where the boundary was. So I knew what a hard no was. But like, Jesus Christ, there were a lot of girls that like, you know, I would really push against that, push and just be persistent. And then eventually they would like give in and have sex with you. And then afterwards you have this thought of like, did she want to have sex with me? And I was always like really glad that every single girl would like snuggle up to me and be like, you know, and I was the king of like spending a lot of time together after sex and cuddling and making sure she had fun and making sure she didn't feel used and all that kind of stuff. But it does make you feel a little bit like you're using women if you have to like overcome this last minute resistance and then eventually win and, you know, conquer her and beat her. And from her point of view, there must be a sense of like you said, why does this guy keep... I mean, I know that some women are glad that you push through. And all the women that I slept with were appreciative of the fact that I was like persistent. But there's other ways of being persistent that doesn't mean a battle. Like you just saying like, oh, hey, are you shy? Like that's you being persistent. Yeah. It's also you being more masculine because you have the balls to fucking bring up what's right in front of you instead of pretending it's not there and just being passive. It's incredibly passive to just keep pushing through last minute resistance and never have the courage to bring it up what's right in front of you.
Yeah, and I think when a girl is really shy, I guess it's hard because I guess their only way of like trying to say no is like kind of pulling away. It's not necessarily being verbal. So when you actually kind of put it out there, it then makes it easier for her to talk about because she's not going to be the one that bring it up.
Oh, no. Yeah. No shy girl will ever say like, hey, I'm just shy because I'm a virgin. I don't want to kiss you. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Like, no, that doesn't happen. Happening. You're right. They just get really shy and they go inside themselves and they kind of withdraw a bit. That's why if you just cut it off as soon as as soon as she turns her cheek or whatever, you just be like, oh, hey, you're a bit shy. You just tone it exactly the way I just said it then. Hey, you're just a bit shy, are you? Like, that's cool. If you're shy, like, just let me know. And then, they're always, every girl will say like, yeah, I'm sorry, just a little, and you'd be like, no, don't be sorry. That's cool. Like, you just inexperienced or something. Like, do you want to kiss me eventually? Or are you just like worried in public? Or, are you feeling the chemistry? Like, are you having fun here? And they'll all be like, yeah, I'm really having fun. I'm sorry. Like, you have no idea how many girls will say, I'm sorry for not kissing you. And so then, congratulations, you're now on the same fucking team. Now you're both moving towards the same goal. Now you realize she wants to please you or she wants you to be happy and have a nice time. She wants to kiss you. And now it's more like, oh, hey, okay, let's like talk through what the possible problems could be. Are you shy? Are you worried about being in public? Are you worried about doing a good job? Are you worried about your friends might walk past right now if I kiss you in this bar or something? Are you worried about what other people will think? Are you just worried about me having sex with you and then never seeing you again? Like, are you worried about moving too fast? Are you worried about being a virgin? Like, what is it? And then, you can kind of just have a chat. And then now we're going to solve this problem together. Now you can talk through all the possible solutions. You can be like, oh, okay, if you're worried about kissing in public, like, do you want to go somewhere quiet? Do you want to find like a nice park or something? We'll go kiss there. Like, do you want to find a bench somewhere? Do you want to come back to mine or something and kiss? Like,
yeah, I think another possible solution, if the issue is that she's worried she'll do a bad job, and it's something that we've dealt with that
a lot. Yeah, lots of girls have been really shy.
They don't want to kiss because they're like, I don't know how to kiss. I don't think I'm a good kisser. Like, I don't know what to do.
And then that fear comes from, if you go a little deeper on that, they have a fear that they'll do a bad job with you and then you won't see them again. And think how like that would be humiliating for a girl. And also like, if she's on the date with you, she obviously likes you. So that's going to fucking hurt her, right? That she blew up her chance to have sex with someone that she likes or someone that she likes enough to be on a date with.
Yeah. So if you are able to get like that much information out of her and get her to be honest about the fact that she's worried about doing a bad job. At least something that we've found that we've tried together is literally saying, like, that's okay, like, we can teach you. Like, that's fine if you're not perfect. We don't expect you to be, like, the best kisser in the world.
Yeah.
Like, and you can literally, like, in a very... I guess it's weird explaining it when you're so used to doing it. But literally just talking them through the steps of, like...
Yeah, like, you literally explain how to kiss. You just be like, all right, just, like, relax your face a bit. Like, watch it, like, I'll teach you. You'd be surprised that a lot of girls, if you explain to them, like, oh, hey, like, you don't have to be perfect. How about I teach you? Like, a lot will be like, okay.
I mean, the same thing really applies to anything, like with sex or anything sexual. It's like just saying that you will teach them if they're shy or self-conscious can be really helpful.
Yeah,
and
for
it
sure.
can actually turn into something fun.
Yeah, it does become ridiculously fun. Let's make that clear. It's really fucking fun if you're with a really shy girl or a girl who hasn't had a lot of experience, or maybe a girl who's had some experience but she's just super shy. If she's worried about doing a good job, like, it's really fun explaining how to kiss and like teaching her. You talk her through, and you don't have to be the best teacher of all time. It's not hard to teach someone how to kiss. You just say, follow my lead, and then and make it clear, like, you don't have to be perfect. Don't worry. Like, I'll teach you. You can even make it a fun thing and say, like, okay, how about we kiss, and then I'll give you a rating out of 10.
Be nice.
Yeah, be nice with it. Give like, add an extra 1 or 2. If she's like the shittest kisser ever, just be like, okay, we got some room for improvement there. It was a great first effort. I really like, I see where you're coming from. I really like your initiative, but, like, we'll have another crack. But you'll find if you make it a fun thing, it'll make her a lot more relaxed. Because again, the best way of looking at this is she wants to kiss you. She's on the fucking date with you. Of course she wants to kiss you. She's got shit to do, right? She's not just on a date with you because there was nothing else to do that day. She's on a date because she likes you. And so if she's not kissing you and it comes out that's because she's shy, or you get the sense that she might be shy, then you're the man. It's up to you to take the lead and help her with that and help be on the same team with her and get her to a point where she feels comfortable kissing you. Another thing you can do, and I used to do this all the time, I'd say, like, okay, especially with Asian girls. Asian girls love doing this. Like, when they wouldn't kiss me, I'd say, like, okay, give me a kiss on the cheek. And I'd, like, point, I'd turn my head and I'd, like, point to my cheek. Now, some of these, like, sneaky little motherfuckers would be like, no, because you're going to turn your head when I go to kiss you. And I'll be, I don't know where they got that from. I never ever did that. But they would, like, I had so many Chinese girls.
Seen that in, like, awkward, like, cringe videos where, like...
Okay, that's where that's coming from then. But I would have to explain, like, no, I'm not going to turn my fucking, just kiss me on the cheek. And I'd say, like, I pinky promise I'm not going to turn my head. And so they'll give you, like, a little, like, girly peck on the cheek, and then you'd be like, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, let's try on the lips. Give me the same thing. And, like, they would give you, like, a peck on the lips. Like, it's not going to be a proper fucking kiss. It's like a peck on the lips. And then afterwards you can be like, that's pretty good. That was pretty good. I like that. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, that was pretty good. How about we try again? And, like, you can make it like a fun thing and give her, like, you don't have to give a ton of praise, but just be like, yeah, that's pretty good. Good job. That was pretty good.
I mean, I think on the topic, like, particularly if you're going for, like, the teaching angle, praise is good. Like, it's helpful, particularly if they're self-conscious or worried. It goes a long way.
Yeah, for sure.
Even if it's not about the kissing itself, you can just tell them they're attractive or pretty and, like, that you're really into them. Because that's going to soften someone up. Because I think that if you're worried that they're not going to like you or you're going to get rejected because they do a bad job, if you tell them, I'm already into you, like, it takes away some of the fear, I think. Yeah,
for sure. And another thing I used to do is I would share my stories with them of when I was shy or a virgin. Like, there were quite a few Asian girls that I saw that were, like, super nervous about, like, kissing in public. And I'd be like, no, that's cool. Like, when I was in high school and shit, I had this girlfriend and, like, we did nothing in public. Like, we didn't even hold hands. I was, like, super nervous. Like, and pretty much all of us are going to have, like, stories of when we were super nervous, either about sex or about kissing. Like, we've all been virgins at some point. So even just, like, bringing that up, like, you don't have to have, like, a 10-hour conversation about it, but just be like, oh yeah, no worries. Like, when I was a virgin, I was, like, super nervous as well. Like, my first kiss, I was like, I thought I would be so bad. I was, like, terrified of that. So, like, I completely get where you're coming from, but, like, don't stress. Like, everybody's bad at their first time. Like, your first kiss probably isn't going to be your best. Like, and most girls are just like, it's like that basic, it takes almost no effort. It really doesn't take much effort to be empathetic. And again, every time I talk about empathy or being on the same team as girls or, like, just having a chat with them or, you know, communicating with them, I'm not saying it in the way that like, mainstream dating coaches and shit like that would, where they're like, you got to sit down and communicate. It's like, nah, bro, it takes like fucking 2 sentences. Like, oh, you're shy. No, that's cool. Like, don't stress. Like, everyone's a bit shy at the start. That's it. How long did that take me? 5 fucking seconds. That's really all you have to be doing. Like, none of this needs to be a long conversation. And I hope everything we're saying today doesn't come across as me saying like, okay, here's all the techniques you need to do. Like, each one of these things will literally take you like 1 minute. You don't have to do all of them. I'm just giving you a bunch of different ideas of ways you can kiss a girl that's super shy. I guess another one that I used to do, I told you I used to do this with some like Chinese girls.
I know what you're going to say. Yes.
What am I going to say?
The like quick, like that one?
I wasn't going to say that, but that's a good one too. Yeah. Yeah. Especially in public, because a lot of like Asian girls are really nervous to kiss in public because they're worried that someone would see. And so again, I just have that conversation. Like I go to kiss them and they turn their head or they'd be like, no, don't, like people are around. And I'll be like, oh, like are you worried that like people will look or something? And then they'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, oh, well, like, especially if we're talking about Asian girls, like if you're in a Western country or even those of you who are in an Asian country, Asian girls in particular, but I know there's a lot in Eastern Europeans, conservative people, where they're like worried that like, oh, I can't be like making out with you in public. And so what I would do is I'd be like, okay, quick, kiss me, quick. And I'd say it like really energetically and I'd be like, quick.
I think that plays into your personality though, because you're like very like fun and jerky. I get that for a lot of people, it's just like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, if you don't want to do that, fine. But the whole point of this is I'm giving you like 15 different ideas and you can just pick one or try a few, see what happens. But so I would like, very energetically with this giant smile on my face, I'd be like, quick. You got to kiss me. Quick. And then she'd be like, no, I can't. And I'd be like, quick. And like, you make it sound like it's life or death, like the universe is about to explode or something. There's a nuclear bomb about to hit. You'd be like, quick. And then eventually like, you'll find that most of them will. They'll be like, okay. And they'll kiss you. And then you're like, hi, good job. And then like, you hang out for another 20 minutes or whatever, walk around a bit, and then you'll be like, okay, give me another quick kiss. Quick. And then they'll do it. You'll find that they'll warm up and then they'll look around. They'll see no one really gives a shit. No one's really looking. And then you can kind of, tell them like, don't worry, like no one's really looking. No one really cares. I promise. Like we're not going to sit here and make out. So you probably, to be fair, if a girl is that shy, and again, we're talking mostly about Asian girls or like really, really, really shy girls or virgin girls. If she's that shy that she doesn't want to like kiss in public, you're probably not going to be like making out with her and groping her tits and like fingering her in public or something, right? So like, if you can even just get her to give you like a decent kiss for like 2 seconds, like a 2-second kiss, that's a fairly reasonably long kiss. That's not too bad. At that point, like, good job. Like, you did it. You helped her with her nervousness. You showed her that nothing bad would happen. You showed her that no one's going to judge her, that the police aren't going to arrest her for being a dirty fucking whore, etc. And another thing that I used to do that was pretty similar was I would say, okay, I want you to try giving me your bestest kiss ever. Has to be the best one ever. If you give me a really good kiss, I will give you $1 billion trillion. Like, you say it with a smile on your face. You're kind of like being silly. And the point there is you're making it fun. Just like the quick kiss me thing. You're making it fun. You're making it silly. You're taking that pressure off. You're saying like this isn't a big moment. Because a lot of like shy or inexperienced girls or people in general build up what a kiss is going to be like. Even if they've had a couple of kisses before, they think like, fuck, this is like, I have to do a good job. Like, this is so important. Like, what if I kiss him and it's bad and he doesn't want to see me again? If you make it fun and silly, you're taking away all that pressure, all that expectations. You're just saying like, no, it's just like, give me your bestest kiss ever. It's like you're showing that you're not really all that serious. You're not taking it all that seriously. You're saying like, yeah, it's just a kiss. Like, it's a nice kiss. Let's kiss. Yeah. So that always worked for me.
Does that pretty much cover it? Any more?
There's a little bit more we can say. So I guess we can say, really want to drill home, like empathize with them. And when I say empathy, I really just mean like treat them like they're on your team. Like try and look at it from her point of view. If she's super shy, she's probably worried that you won't like her kiss, or she's worried that she won't do a good job. She's worried that you'll move too fast. She's worried that she'll kiss you and you'll be like, no, I'm not really feeling that. I don't want to see you anymore. So try and look at it from her point of view and then think of that as like a problem to solve, right? She wants to kiss me, but she also wants to have fun and she wants to make sure that I'm into her. So how can I solve that problem? You can give her plenty of compliments and be like, you are so goddamn cute. Like, you look really cute tonight. You look really good. I love that dress. You're really hot. You're really sexy. I really like being on this date with you. You're really cool. Like, you seem really chill. I like hanging out with you. And then if you do kiss her, if she kisses you, you can be like, you're really good at kissing. That was really nice. I really like that. You fucking good kisser. Like, we got to practice more because that was hard. Like, just giving her some compliments. So she's like, oh, shit, okay, he's not going to leave. Like, I didn't do a bad job. I guess I don't have to be super confident at kissing. I don't have to be like a god at kissing. You know, he's taken away that pressure for me. So having a little bit of empathy, just like seeing it from her point of view. Because all you guys, when you guys were virgins or you hadn't kissed, you were nervous as fuck too. Exactly. Like, you thought, if I kiss this girl and do a bad job, she's probably not going to see me again. Like, I had all those thoughts. What if I don't know how to kiss? And like, you know, or what if like the kiss is not great and it's not what I expected it to be? Or
I think another point, I'm not sure if you touched on it before, is like, if it doesn't end up happening, just like go on another date. Like,
yeah, for sure.
So I think some girls probably create rules. It's like, I can't on the first date do X, Y, Z. And like, like we talked about, as long as, you know, you end up being fairly into each other on the day, like, there's just next time, like, it's not going to kill you. I think there is probably, like, if having sex with girls is your goal, there's this urgency. But like you said before, like, just give it another date. It might mean that, you know, it might take a couple of dates for her to open up completely to the point where you're having sex. But like, it's not going to, as much as you can kind of get really focused on the goal, it's not going to kill you to just wait.
Yeah, and so we'll add in the caveat, like, the distinction I make is I say to everybody, make moves on every date. Like, push things as far as you possibly can every day. And what I mean by that is, like, on the first date, try and have sex with her, right? Like, that should kind of be in your head. Even if you're nervous, even if you don't know what you're doing, try and have sex with the girl. That's what you're there for. Now, if you go to kiss her and she says no a couple of times and, you know, you find out, like, she's just super shy and she's not going to kiss you, you still succeeded. The point isn't that you do have sex with her. It's that you make it clear to her that you want to. You're basically communicating, you're showing, like, I'm really into you. Like, I really want to kiss you. If you don't want to kiss me, fine. Like, cool, that's fine. Like, no hard feelings. Like, we'll just wait till next time. But you're getting across that energy of, like, I'm into you. I really want to fuck you. I want you. You're hot. Like, I'm into you. You're cool. Like, I'm attracted to you. I desire you. You're desirable. You're what I want. You're giving her those vibes. So then she's like, oh shit, okay, he's into me. Like, I want to see him for a second date. So again, even if she doesn't sleep with you on the first date or she doesn't kiss you on the first date, the important thing is that you tried or that you did something to make a move. If you go on a date, I get this a lot, where a guy like won't make any move whatsoever. Like, he won't kiss, he won't hold hands, nothing. So they're just going like basically a friendship date. And then a lot of the time, these guys will hit that girl up and be like, hey, I had a great time. Like, do you want to go on? And the girl will be like, I had a great time too. But to be honest, like, I'm just not feeling the chemistry. I've seen that so many times. And it's because you didn't generate any chemistry. Like, she's just going to assume you're not into her. She thinks that she's not hot enough for you. She's not desirable enough for you. Because if she was hot enough, you wouldn't have been able to help yourself make a move. Now, I understand from your point of view, as the guy's point of view, you were nervous. That's why you didn't make a move. Or you were scared. That's why you didn't make it. It had nothing to do with being attracted to her. But from her point of view, you're not going to feel wanted if the person doesn't make a move on you. It doesn't make you feel pretty. It doesn't make you feel sexy.
And I think even if that is followed up with like a text, it's like, I had a good time, like, let's see each other again. I think she's probably still left with like that disappointed feeling. And that's what she's remembering.
You've made her feel disappointed. Why would she go on another disappointed date? So again, I'll really drill it home because it is really important. It's a really important concept. You should be making moves on every date. Absolutely. If you're super nervous, like if you're a fucking virgin and you don't think you can have sex the first date, fine, try and kiss her. Again, even if you try and kiss her and she turns her cheek and you only kiss her on the cheek, now she knows, oh shit, this guy is into me. This guy wants me. This guy wants to kiss me. This guy likes me romantically. If I meet him for a second date, he's going to try and kiss me again. So then when she meets you for the second date, there is that understanding of like, I'm going to try and kiss you again. He's going to try and kiss me. Maybe I'll let him this time. Maybe we'll have sex this time. That's why you want to be making moves. So you're not going on friendship dates and communicating like, we're just friends, because there's no chemistry there. And you'll get those texts saying like, I just wasn't feeling the chemistry. And you'll think like, oh, fuck, did I do something wrong? And it's like, yeah, all you did was not communicate that you wanted to. But yeah, to further, so all that caveat, we said all that context, but then what you said is absolutely true. Like, if you do all that, if you make a move on her, if you try and kiss her, and even if you have a conversation and say like, are you shy? Do you just not want to kiss? If you go through all those steps and she still doesn't want to kiss you on the first date, like, no stress. Just be like, yeah, no, that's right. Like, no problem. We'll kiss like whenever you're ready. Like, maybe we'll kiss next time. Like, I even with quite a few girls, especially the virgin girls, like the Chinese and the Vietnamese virgin girls, I would make it really, I would literally say like, yeah, no, that's cool. But like, I would say it kind of with a smile on my face. I'd be like, but just so you know, I am going to try and kiss you again. And that every single one of them would be like, I know. And they're happy. They're like, yeah, I know. And then I it's like abundantly clear that like, you can say no if you want to. Like, I want you to be ready, but I am going to fucking like, we're not going on a date and I'm not going to kiss you. Like, I'm a man. I have needs. I want you. I'm not going to hide that. I'm going to try and kiss you. And like I said, every single one of them was like, yeah. They'd be shy and coy about it, but they were all like, yeah, I know that. Like, I know you are. And then, just relax, I guess. If she doesn't kiss you, kind of relax, hang out for a little bit longer. Maybe hang out for like 20 minutes. You don't have to hang out for a bunch. If you try to kiss her a couple of times, you don't have to hang out for another 5 hours or something. Just hang out for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. Walk her back to the train station, back to her car, whatever. Just make it clear, like, I had a really good time. You can try and kiss her again at that point if you want to. If she doesn't, just be like, yeah, no worries. And then send her a text afterwards. Hey, had fun. Like, you're free Friday night. We'll grab another drink. And try again on the second date. There is a limit to that. Like,
yeah, obviously.
Depends on the girl and depends on you. And like, I know a lot of, pickup artists and dating gurus and all that kind of stuff. They have rules. Like, they say like 3 dates or you're out. Like, if she doesn't fuck you on the third date, get rid of her. And for the most part, I think that's a pretty solid rule most of the time. But we can add in caveats and say if she's a virgin, that kind of goes out the window. Like, there was one girl who was the most shy girl I've ever been with. She was literally a virgin, had never kissed, had never held hands with anyone. And I didn't have sex with her until the 8th date. The caveat is every single date we did more and more. Like,
yeah, and
I'd finger her, I'd go down on her, she'd suck my cock. Like, we worked up to it.
It's also a case in which, like, if you have less experience, you're more willing to put up with, like, wait.
Yeah, for sure. It's that's why I don't like having a hard and fast rule. But if you guys want a rule, I'd say 3 dates or she's out. That's like your general rule, but add in some exceptions. Again, if she's like a virgin and she's really into you and she makes it really clear that she likes you, like that girl that I said we didn't have sex till the 8th date. After the 2nd date, she sent me this text saying, I had a really good time. I have to be honest. And this, I can't remember what she said. She said something like, I have to be honest. And this is a little embarrassing for me to say, but I have a little crush on you. And so for that girl, it's like, I'm not going to be like, well, if you don't fuck me on the next date, you're out, bitch. Right? It's like, okay, like you're such a fucking sweetheart. You've made it clear to me that you like me, that you want to keep seeing me. You literally said you had a crush. I'm not going to demand that you fuck me on the 3rd date. I can be patient. Like, and that's what this all comes down to. Like, if a girl doesn't kiss you on a date, as long as you try to kiss her and she makes it clear that she's into you, rather than a complete rejection where she's like, don't kiss me, I'm never kissing you, or like, something like that. As long as she shows that she's into you, just have a little patience. Like, you will fuck her eventually, I promise, if you just keep going on dates and keep trying to fuck her and keep trying to escalate each time. So if the first date you didn't kiss her, try on the 2nd date. And if you kiss but she doesn't want to come back to your place, on the 3rd date, like, try and make out a little bit, like with some sexual elements in it. Maybe you grab her butt, like whatever it is that whatever she's comfortable with. If after that you still, like the 4th date or whatever, or the 3rd date, invite her back, like get her to come back to yours. And if she won't on that date, just talk about it. Just be like, oh, hey, are you like nervous to come back to mine? What if we, like, our pinky promise we won't do anything you're not comfortable with? Like, but I do kind of want to, go back to mine because we can just make out a little bit there. It'll be like easier than in public. Like, I'm really into you and I want to make out, but like, I promise we won't have sex. Like, I'm not going to push you. That's usually all you have to say. And they'll be like, yeah, okay, I'll come back to yours. And then, the next date, okay, try and finger her. Like, so just as long as you're escalating and you're like building towards something together, and that's how I would look at it. Don't look at it like I'm trying to get more out of her. Just think of it of like, she wants to have sex with me, but she's super nervous. How can I like help her build up to that? And that's something that you and I have done with like a few girls. Like, the girl that you mentioned before that we saw, who was a virgin when we saw her and
never kissed anyone before.
Yeah, and so it's like you just build up to that. The first time, all you might be doing is kissing. Yeah. And then the second time, you might be playing with her boobies, her breasts. So yeah, patience. As long as you're making progress each time, that's the best way of phrasing it. If you're not making progress, like if you go on 3 dates or 4 dates in a row and she still doesn't kiss you, at that point, I would have a conversation about it. I would literally say like, hey, look, I got to be real honest with you. Like, I'm super into you and I want to make out with you. And I get if you're super nervous and stuff, but like, I do have, like, I don't really want to go on a date with, I don't want to go on like 6 dates with someone who won't even kiss me. So like, You know, are you just nervous? Like, do you think you'll ever be ready to kiss? Like, where are you at? Let's talk. Like, and, you know, come at it from like, I want to solve this problem for both of us. I want us to get to a point where we're both having fun together and we have sex. Like, let's talk it through. Don't come at it from a point of like, you know, you owe me a kiss. But you guys are pretty empathetic. Or you guys are listening, like you're on board with this stuff. You know what I mean when I say like on the same team, working towards a common goal together. Like you both want to have a win together. Like how can I make sure she has a win, I have a win? Sex is always better when you do that anyway. Like girls can trust you infinitely more if you come at it from that point. By the time you do get to sex, she'll be absolutely fucking filthy for you. She'll do anything you want at that point. Because like, I trust you. Like you're being nice to me. You empathized. We built towards this together. I want to fuck your brains. I told you I told you this on the train. I've told you this before. The girl that I went on 8 dates with before we had sex. The first time we had sex was like a little awkward, like it normally is with a virgin. Like, you know, she's figuring stuff out. It's a little bit painful. Not painful, but like you have to go really slow so it isn't painful. We're figuring everything out. And then the second, like she goes away and then I see her like a couple days later. And the second time she was like filthy and depraved, like literally like a porn star or something. And this was like a shy Vietnamese virgin who had never kissed or held hands and thought that kissing in public was bad. And I didn't kiss her until the third date I kissed that girl. The second date we had a big conversation about it where I was like, look, if you don't want to kiss me on the second date, fine. But like, do you think you're like, where are you at? And she was like, I want to kiss you next time. Just please, not this time, please next time. And I was like, okay. Anyway, so that girl, the second time we had sex, she was like depraved. She was like moaning and like doing stuff like a porn star. And she like gave me the best fucking hand job. She was like spitting on my cock and giving me like a hand job. And I was like, where the fuck is all this coming from? Like, what the fuck is this? And then it turns out she had like gone and done a bunch of research, as she called it, which was basically her just looking at porn, like hours and hours of porn to try and do a good job for me. Because
very cute.
How fucking adorable is that? Like she'd gone and done her study like a good little Asian girl, right? Like absolutely fitting the stereotype there. But like that was fucking adorable. I really like that. And I was really confused too because I was like, where the fuck is this? I thought she'd gone crazy or some shit. I was like, am I getting like fucking raped or something? Like what is this? So little sweetheart there. And I think a big part of that was because I had been so patient with her. I'd waited till date 8 to have sex with her. And all along the way, every time she said like, no, please, no further today, I'd be like, that's cool. Like, just tell me when you're ready. Like, I am really into it and I want to fuck you. By the time we were on the like 7th day, I was like, I want to fuck you. Like, I was so horny. And like, I literally said like, I want to fuck you. And she was all like, she was fine with it. She was just like, maybe like next time. And I was like, yeah, fine. So yeah. Being empathetic, being on the same team. It's really just you're on the same team. Like you're working towards a goal together. It's almost like you're doing something for the girl. So then she's going to be like, well, I want to do something nice for you. Because you've been fucking nice to me. You've been patient as fuck to me. And you helped me overcome this shyness. You didn't you didn't put pressure on me. You weren't a dick when I didn't kiss you. You were super patient. So like, let me be depraved for you. Or let me be more loyal to you. You get a lot more loyalty. That's a better way of phrasing it. You get way more loyalty from girls if you're more empathetic. They stick around, they're better to you, they'll be way more affectionate. More open. They will share shit with you. They'll share kinky fantasies with you that they would never tell anyone else. They'll share their ups and downs. They'll be on the same team as you. They'll listen to your advice. They'll ask you for advice. It's just like a better overall situation. So we'll wrap up there. That's how to kiss a shy or a virgin girl, just a girl who doesn't have a lot of experience. Nothing else you want to add?
No, that covers it for me.
Do you want to shout out anyone while I got you on here? I ask everyone on my podcast, like, if they want to shout out, but I've never asked my girlfriend if she wants to shout out.
I think you have. No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
You don't want to shout? Nothing. You don't want to shout out your boyfriend who's, like, fucking awesome?
Yeah, you're very good. I like you a lot.
Very good. I like you a lot. And with that absolutely stunning endorsement, we will wrap up. I'm very good, and she likes me a lot. Good, and she likes me a lot. Good, and she likes me a lot. Good, and she likes me a lot.